Time now we welcome our traveling correspondent, comedian Tom Papa, in a segment we call Out in America.
Thank you, Chris. On behalf of Live From Here, I continue my journey across the country, shining a light on all the good people in America. This week, while I was making my way back home after Thanksgiving, I ran smack into several snowstorms. After many days spent with a large family in very tight quarters, I decided to follow the path of least resistance, bailed on my plans and my family, and headed off to sunny San Diego. If you're looking for a place with consistent weather that you can trust and the North Pole isn't your style, head to San Diego. There's a great mix of people in this city, which gives it enough spark and creativity to keep things exciting. And while I enjoy the Gaslamp District and downtown, my time was short, so I bought some flip-flops from CVS, put on some shades, and took my pasty white body to an oceanfront bar in Coronado. The bartender was a dude named Daniel. He retired from the military after a career at Camp Pendleton and never left. If San Diego had a mascot, it would be Daniel. He smelled like the ocean, had tan skin like an old baseball glove, and sun-bleached hair that looked like dreadlocks made of seaweed. He mixed our drinks efficiently, but definitely on his own schedule. I ordered a pina colada, but instead he gave me his signature rum drink, served in a mug in the shape of a fish. I didn't resist. He said in other parts of the country, people have goals like money and careers, but I don't get it. I'm not going to spend all my days saving up money so I can give it to a nursing home. My retirement plan is to surf until I eventually fall off my board and sink to the bottom of the sea like SpongeBob Drunk Pants. Have you ever found yourself drinking a mystery drink out of a blowfish and started to think that maybe you've been living your life all wrong? I have. What is it about going on vacation that makes us want to turn our lives upside down? A couple Mai Tais in a lounge chair and you start wondering what it would cost to live there. I guess vacation represents a possible escape to a better life. You no longer have responsibilities. Suddenly, you're wearing a bathing suit as pants. And all you have to worry about is getting another drink, putting on some sunblock, and waddling into the pool. You check into the hotel as an adult and instantly turn into a toddler with money. Daniel said the key to living in San Diego is to keep your expenses low and your stress level even lower. Stress is the great American killer, he said. No matter where you live, I suggest you start by turning off the news. If something is really important, you'll hear about it. The rest is just propaganda wrapped in advertising. The most patriotic thing you can do right now is to turn off your TV and get off Twitter. In his honor, I ordered another drink and a basket of chicken fingers off the kid menu. Suddenly, a woman with bright red lips, matching glasses, and a winter coat climbed on the stool next to me. She ordered a hot black coffee, plopped her giant purse on the bar, and started rummaging through it like a frantic raccoon. I need a cigarette, she said. I don't know how people live here. All this sun and good times. This is what vacation is for. You're not supposed to live on vacation. You go to vacation, and then you come back home where you're miserable and get back to work. She was obviously from New York. Her name was Gladys, and she was from Queens, where she has lived her entire life. She was here for a sales conference and was over it. If you ask me, she said, everybody out here seems like they're high. Daniel laughed. That's because we are. She said she doesn't belong in a place like this. She belongs in the city. I'm like a pigeon, she said. No one wants to see a pigeon on a sailboat. Daniel asked, what's a pigeon? She said, it's like a rat with wings. Daniel laughed and said, now who sounds high? Have you ever been so drunk that you tried to take a drink out of a blowfish mug and realized you were actually kissing a woman from Queens? I have. Gladys went outside for a smoke, and when she came back, she started to relax and enjoy herself. My Arnie would have loved it here, she said with a sigh. We used to go to the Rockaways every weekend and stand on the piers and watch the fishing boats come in. She said her husband eventually wanted to retire and live by the beach, and she would protest and tell him that she wasn't into it, but she didn't really mean it. She said the truth is, after 40 years of marriage, I would have done anything for him. What I really loved was getting an ice cream and sitting at the picnic table together like we were teenagers. We were just two kids from Queens going through life together. That's what love is. Someone who really knows you and sticks around anyways. But now that he's gone, I feel like the world only knows me as the old lady who drinks black coffee in a bar. Daniel took her coffee away and gave her a blowfish. Nat King Cole's Christmas song came over the jukebox, and everyone grew quiet as we looked out at the ocean, and despite the waves and the palm trees, a holiday spirit came over us. The sun was setting, and on Daniel's orders, everyone got a shot of tequila and held it up to the sun as it went down. The air felt soft across our faces, and the sky responded with a purple and red autograph as if it was saying goodnight, a farewell, or as Daniel said, a later, dude. For a moment, everything was so quiet, as if we were floating. Gladys turned, looked at both of us, and said, "Enough of this hippie crap. I got to get back to New York." Daniel begged her to stay. "No way," she said. "No one eats bread out here. My grandmother always said, don't trust anyone who says no to bread." Have you ever watched a woman from Queens walk away on the sand and wonder if she really was a pigeon? I have. Happy holidays to everyone, and until next time, this has been Tom Papa, Out in America.
Nice one, Tom.